Hey everybody, welcome back to Games We Played Too Many Times. I'm Chris.
I'm Jeff.
And we're relic hunting. We're hunting for reliquaries.
Relics?
Relics? What's a reliquary? Because now I have to know. Inquiring my mind.
I have never heard that word before.
Really?
Until...
I think it's like where you keep your relics.
Do a lot of people have relics that they like hold on to in safe spaces?
A reliquary is a container for holy relics. Yes. Haha.
I feel like I would have known that if I had seen any of the Indiana Jones movies. I feel like that's gotta be something.
Have you not seen any of the Indiana Jones movies?
No. So that's the thing about me, is I've just not seen a lot of movies. And
well, neither have I, but at least I've seen Indiana Jones movies.
I saw like half of Raiders.
Crystal Skull? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, please don't say Crystal Skull.
No. I've seen like half of Raiders, I think.
Okay. I think that's the good one.
It is. That's the one with the rolly ball. I believe.
Oh, well then yes, it's automatically the best one.
Yes.
It's the only one with the rolly ball.
Be classic. I haven't seen those. I haven't seen Jaws. I haven't seen Titanic.
Oh, geez, that was really close. I haven't seen all of Titanic. I haven't seen. Do you know what Titanic is?
Nope.
It's a reference to. It's a reference to an NES. A Famicom game, not an NES game. A Famicom game that was. I don't think it was actually licensed. I think it was like a back alley Titanic game, but it was spelled with an E instead of an A, so it's Titanic.
Okay, but it's based on.
Oh yeah,
it's based on the plot of the movie.
It's also awful.
Ew.
It's terrible. It's the worst. But.
What did I sign these before?
QED. I don't remember any like the important bits of Titanic. I just know I've seen parts of it. And then I've seen all of the Indiana Jones movies. I haven't seen any of the Alien movies to completion.
I have not seen those either. I'm just not a I enjoy movies, but it's such a
You wouldn't call yourself a movie buff?
Not at all. And it's such like a time commitment that I have enough other like hobbies that I've never considered like movies to be a hobby I wanted to get into.
Right, like watching full series on Netflix.
Exactly, like I'd much rather get through like certain shows that I really want to watch than an entire like generation of classic movies, for example. There was one time I went and checked out a book. This was a few years ago when I was working at the Cameo Library. I checked out a book that was like it was kind of old, but it was like the American Academy of Films 100 like best films of all time. And it was a lot of classics, but it was some like modern classics, like things from the 90s were definitely in there.
Okay.
And I was like, new life goal, I'm going to watch everything in this book so that I get references that people make in pop culture, that I just feel slightly more cultured about things. And I watched 2, and that was when that dream ended. I watched
what were they?
I watched Annie Hall, which actually I really, really liked. It wasn't that I didn't like the movies, I just found something else to do. I watched Annie Hall, and then I watched The Graduate, and then I just stopped watching altogether.
I don't think I've watched either of those.
The Graduate's the famous like Here's to You, Mrs. Robinson.
Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah.
Something, something, something before I go. I don't know the rest of it. I'm not even. Yeah, that's a song.
That's that one. It was entertaining.
There's a thing down.
Pretty creepy.
Oh, you missed a.
I can't open it. and I'm gonna get the blue one anyway.
Got it.
I died already.
Because it's under the coral. I forget that the coral physically blocks you.
Oh, I didn't get it. That's
You didn't get the blue?
I guess not.
The sapphire, I mean? How sad.
Let's try it one more time then.
These underwater ones are not as much fun.
Nope. They're pretty slow.
Is it faster to not take the thing? No, you have to take the thing. Yeah. Oh, you can boost with this thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of dangerous because like.
That happens.
Yeah, you boost into stuff that you don't see coming.
Right. Oh, so something that I feel we should mention because we talked about it a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
The NX still not announced.
Nope.
Very much not. No word. Nothing.
There's been a lot of semi-confirmed rumors, I feel, though. Like executives making comments on games, not necessarily from Nintendo, but people making...
Yeah, the cartridge thing has been pretty much confirmed.
Yeah, so has the... I mean, it's going to have... you're going to play a lot of games, like, on the go with it. Is pretty much confirmed.
Right.
But other than that, yeah, we don't know any specs. We don't know a whole lot.
That was really close to those blades. Yeah. I mean, there have been like papers that have supposedly claimed that specifically Breath of the Wild is supposed to come out March 4th. So, March the 4th be with them. I mean, I can't even conceive of, like, people saving enough money between now and then to get a new console and games. You know?
Yep. There we go.
Good enough.
Well, that's the bigger thing that I feel like they need to announce soon. I'm just gonna start doing random initials on everything.
JHXIBARK.
I'm so curious how much it's gonna cost.
Yeah, me too. Do you have a guess?
300.
That was going to be my guess.
As like a base model, and then there might be like they might do what the other consoles do, and like 300 for the base. But if you want the 1 terabyte hard drive, which I can't imagine is going to have a 1 terabyte drive, but if you want the bigger storage, it'll cost an extra 50. Or if you want the something else, it'll cost $50 more, and there'll be a 350 and maybe even a 400 like deluxe version.
I 100% believe that because that's what they did with the Wii U. There was the basic one and there was the like deluxe, elite, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was it was like $100 more. There was only 2 versions and it was a pretty big difference. And it was all hard drive space. And they went pretty hard on the digital stuff, so you kind of missed out if you didn't get a big hard drive.
Well, that's why I think they're going to do it with the NX too, because if you're supposed to be able to like play stuff on the go, then like you're going to want to not have to carry all your cartridges with you, like unless they're really small, like the SD cards that they put out for the 3DS. Like those are not hard, especially if you have a case. Like they're extremely easy to travel with.
Yeah.
But if they're anything bigger than that, oh shoot, it's going to be a pain in the butt if you don't get a lot of digital games. Shoot.
You could have just waited, but you were like, nope. Oh, okay. Just jump through it. That's fine. It's totally fine. It doesn't matter. Doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a dang difference. Goodbye.
It's okay. That was a bad run. I hope it's less though. Like I'm expecting 300, but if it's only because the 3DS still costs 200 or 250.
When a new
one.
console comes out, I just assume it's gonna cost like $500, and that way anything less than that is like, oh, that's nice.
Well, and that's what they've been like the last couple generations, 400-ish, 500 for like a big version. So which brings up another thing that I wanted to talk about, which was the PS Pro.
Oh yeah.
which I'm super happy with the price point that they're putting it and the Slim at, because I was fully expecting a like $600 VR ready console.
Oh.
And when they're like, and you can get the newest, latest, best for $400, I'm like, oh, well, that's just what like a brand new PS4 costs today. And when they said the Slim's gonna start it, or Slim's gonna be $299, I was like, that's what like a discounted PS4 costs today. This is amazing.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm
So
actually pretty
imagine
excited.
what regular PS4s will cost.
Well, yeah. They have to see they're gonna see a price cut, probably 200. I'm guessing by by Black Friday.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
Oh yeah, Black Friday's coming up. That would be the time to get things, wouldn't it? Especially since what's it called? Final Fantasy 15 got a delay, I think.
Yep.
The other thing that's also a game for the PlayStation that's coming out. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Hold on. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 HD. Final mix, final chapter. Oh, it's final chapter prologue. And then whenever I write it down, I always make sure to add like 16 extraneous endings. Like HD, final chapter, prologue,
4K,
epilogue, 4K, turbo, tournament edition, championship,
ultra rare,
Gaiden, black,
foil,
foil. Just things it can't be.
Supersize.
Yeah, that's because it's going the route of like Street Fighter or goddamn Guilty Gear. Xrd just still drives me insane. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Guilty Gear. You know how Street Fighter always has multiple iterations per game, right?
Right.
This is more common knowledge. Like Street Fighter 2, and there's the Street Fighter 2 Turbo. There's Street Fighter 2. Like Championship Edition.
Yeah.
There's Street Fighter 2 Turbo Ultimate. There's a bunch of different Street Fighter 2s.
Right.
But specifically for Guilty Gear, another fighting game, but like a more 2D animated looking fighting game, they just have ridiculous subtitles. And one of the most recent ones, instead of putting a number, they put XRD, like you know how first would be 1 ST?
Right.
Like it's X and then superscript RD, and it's pronounced Xrd. Yeah. It's the Xrd Guilty Gear.
What are they gonna do after that?
I don't know.
Whyest?
I don't know.
That seems really odd to me. Why not? Are they trying to do Roman numerals? Like, is it like the 10th, but the Xrd?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But that's reasonable, which is why I assume no.
Because that's like, I mean, people never like got that Mac OS X was Mac OS 10. It was
I didn't
just
know
an
that
X.
until I watched the most recent Apple, what is it, keynote, whatever it's called.
Uh-huh.
Their big announcement with the iPhone 7, and what was the announcement with regard to OS 10?
I don't know. I actually didn't really watch.
Well, they announced something with it, and they called it OS 10, and I'm like, what do you mean OS 10?
Oh, are they talking about iOS 10 coming out soon?
No. They called OS X OS 10.
Okay.
Mac OS 10.
So I have a couple of friends who work at Apple, and that's what they call it too. Like, it must just be what they actually refer to it as.
Yeah, I guess. Did you get the thing? I didn't see.
Yeah, I got it.
I was busy looking up Guilty Gear titles. And then, because the other thing is, Guilty Gear will just make up words, right?
Uh-huh.
Instead of calling them rounds or something, they call them rebels.
Okay.
So you start a match, and it's Rebel 1. Start.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, exactly. So it was Guilty Gear, and then the second game was called Guilty Gear X already.
Okay.
So just out of the gate, okay. Then Guilty Gear X2, Guilty Gear XX #reloaded. XX slash XX accent core, accent core plus,
There we go.
XX accent core plus R. So this is where you get the whole like just adding titles thing. It's a strong Japanese stereotype.
That's the same thing with Final Fantasy 2, which I don't know what started them on that path. When they did, oh shoot,
So close.
when they did, was 10-2 the first one where they did that? And then
Yeah, I think so.
But they did, I don't think
And
they did it with
13.
yeah 13 and 13-2, and then 13 like lightning something, or like Rise of
Lightning's
Light,
Return.
Lightning's Return, something like that. Yeah,
I have that one.
and I have no idea.
I got it in a bundle somehow.
And then 14 just seemed to not exist. Like, I know it came out, but nobody I know ever played
Is
it.
14 the one that's an MMO?
I think so, yeah.
One of them is an MMO.
Yeah, that's
And two of them, I think.
I thought 12 was, and then I think maybe 14 was.
I'm just googling everything.
I haven't played any
Yeah,
of the
Final
like.
Fantasy 14 is an MMO.
Do people play it?
Yeah, it's a pretty big player base, I think. Especially because it's on PlayStation,
Okay.
PS3 and PS4.
Oh, okay.
So that's helpful.
Wow.
And then Final Fantasy 12. I remember having a demo for Final Fantasy 12, I think. Yes, I had a demo for Final Fantasy 12. That was as close as I've actually been to Final Fantasy games. I've never actually played any of them.
I've only played some of, or I should say, I haven't ever beaten one. I really never played much, but I think we maybe even mentioned this on one of our previous episodes. But I got Julia the 7, 8, and 9. 7 and 8 on
Yes.
Steam, and 9 for PS1, because we still have
Yes.
our PS1 up here. And so we started playing through 7.
neat.
We just never quite finished it because other stuff came up.
Yeah, it's a long game too.
Yeah. And I got the strategy guide, so we're going through and getting like everything,
Whoa.
which is really fun, but it just takes a long time. We're just gonna go this way.
Yeah, but I mean, you know the major spoiler though. So
Yes. Did somebody spoiled that for me? I think.
did they really?
Someone did. I don't remember who. I was gonna say it was you, but maybe it was Andrew or
It
somebody from
might
work.
have been. It is the best known spoiler in gaming. It's like a gaming icon.
Yep. I managed to avoid it for many years, and then it wasn't until like we started playing it that someone mentioned. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
that's great.
How can you talk about Final Fantasy VII and not talk about the time you dress up as a girl and go in a hot tub?
I don't know. It beats me. I used to do it though. What a world. So I'm still not sure if I want to get Final Fantasy 15.
It looks very pretty.
It does, but the gameplay that they showed at E3 looked really boring. They just showed like one
Did they show gameplay at E3?
Yeah, they showed I think it was during, well, yeah, it must have been during Sony's press conference. They showed, here, so there's something back here. Ha!
Damn. 6 seconds.
They
Which
showed,
actually translates to like 4 seconds because you have to run back and get it.
yeah, it's still a good time. They showed like one large boss battle, like it's kind of like Shadow of the Colossus, like a big Colossus battle, which on the surface seemed really cool, but it was just like swinging its arms, and like every time an arm came down, you had to go punch it. And I swear they were playing it for like 10 minutes and never seemed to make any visible progress.
Are you sure you're not thinking of that one game where they ride dragons?
I'm pretty sure. What
Do you
game?
know what I'm talking about?
Well,
It
no.
may be called Dragon Riders.
no, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of Final Fantasy. Which, it was just really weird. I was not expecting a giant Colossus battle that wasn't turn-based that was very much just an
Scalebound.
action game. Oh, Scalebound.
Yeah. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 is definitely more action-y than turn-based. It is not turn-based at all,
Yeah.
as far as I'm aware.
Which is fine.
It's more like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, which is
where
fine.
it's-
It just looked really boring. Like it would seem like a weird choice, the particular part of the game that they chose to show for so many minutes. Like I would have liked to see them running around, not necessarily like just fighting this one boss battle.
What about them pushing their car to get it to start?
That's
That's an integral part of the Final Fantasy 15 experience.
that was even more interesting.
So you'll get the NX and Breath of the Wild, and let me know how it is on that. And you same
Okay,
exact thing.
I will be a little bit more careful.
And Aaron's getting Final Fantasy 15,
Okay.
and he's getting a PS4 for Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts stuff. So
I'm probably gonna get a PS4 Slim on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I'll find whatever the best bundle is and go for that.
GG.
Because I've been really wanting to buy into a PS4, and I was like, okay, 2016 I'm gonna get a PS4, and then 2016 started with, by the way, we've got the PlayStation Neo coming sometime in the future, and I was
that
like,
worked out better.
yeah, and I was like, well, that's how I got quiet there. Oh my god, okay.
Just gonna skip to that part.
That's fine.
It's gonna happen. Scalebound was the game I was thinking of. It's Platinum Games and it's on the Xbox. So as not what I said as possible.
I saw some of that gameplay too, though it was not as memorable, so I don't actually recall how I felt about
a
it.
cross between Final Fantasy and Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Except you actually get to like mount monsters and things. I hope Monster Hunter gets like a better looking release after the NX comes out,
That would be nice.
because it's been on the 3DS for like 2 or 3 games now, and it looks gross. In my humble opinion. Yeah. No, that's just how it is. I had the Wii one and it was nice and it was pretty, but I mean, the ones on the 3DS now look as good as the one on the Wii did.
Yeah.
Did you want to go on this?
No, but we'll see how this works out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It was kind of an accident.
It's happening. It's happening!
Nope.
Can you not crouch under it? Did
I
you get up at the last second?
thought I could, but I just timed it bad. I'll go this way this time just to make it more interesting. I don't know if it's this way. Seems like more boxes.
More evenly spaced, at least.
There we go. But I still lost the mask. So yeah, I was like, I'm so ready to buy into this generation. I'm gonna do it. And then all the announcements came out, and I'm like, well, dang, I should wait and find out like when they're coming out, how much they're gonna cost, if it's gonna make the regular PS4 drop in price. That would be nice. And then I believe the last time we recorded, I made the prediction that neither the Xbox Scorpio or the PlayStation Neo would be out by next Christmas. I was like, next holiday 2017 is the soonest we'll see either one. And guess what? PlayStation Pro is out in November.
Yeah, you're only off by like a year.
Just-
That's fine.
Just one.
Close enough. Well, why? How? I don't understand. Oh, you lived. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, please don't get squashed. Oh, okay. 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 It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's not fine, Chris.
No. You've got to be close to the end already.
Yeah, I am.
This is like one of the first as Egyptian levels. Is that a bomb hieroglyph? I think it might have been.
Go back, zoom in.
Enhance. Enhance!
Oh my god, have you seen the new Jason Bourne movie?
No, do they enhance?
They do, and they say it as obnoxiously as that. They are literally in like the CIA, like everybody's sitting there on their computers, looking at footage, and the person in charge is looking at something, and they're like, enhance. And they do it a little bit, and they're like, enhance! And you're like, oh my
Damn it,
god.
That's not how it works. You can't just enhance. You can only zoom.
People have made.
And if you zoom past the quality of the image, you can't add more data.
Nope.
It's not how, data works, for one thing.
So here's one of your flying levels that you wanted.
I didn't want it. I did not want. I actively not want.
And you have to hit the...
This music is so wonky. Boom, 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 boom.
This one's really easy though. It's the plain one that'll be harder.
Okay, that's good. You just have to take down the blimps.
Yep.
Do you have a boost of some kind, or you just have to...
You just go at this pace.
You just get them in the right order, and that's how you win?
Yep. So when you look at the developer times, they're a lot more reasonable traditionally on these ones, because there's no way to cheat it. There's kind of just you find the optimal path, but you don't.
I mean, unless you actually cheat it. Unless you're like, nope, done.
Well, yeah,
you only need to kill 3 of them.
That would be cheating, yeah.
How many do you need to take down?
7.
Oh, okay.
Just one more.
Oh yeah, there's, a convenient nice little counter in the bottom corner that I could have been looking at that whole time.
There we go. That should be good enough.
That was close. I thought when you rolled at the end there that you had just straight died. Like that it was over.
Woots. Gold.
Hey, look, it's the gold one.
I was really excited when I saw one of the first bundles for the PS4 Slim come out. Or maybe it's well, okay, it's not out yet, but it was announced. It's going to be the Final Fantasy 15 one. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I can get the PS4, I can get Final Fantasy, it'll be a bundle, it'll be great. Turns out it's like a deluxe super bundle that comes with posters and...
It's like 10, a collector's edition kind of thing.
That seems to be the only version of the bundle too. So it's like $500.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, that means I'm spending $200.
You're like, I'm not that into Final Fantasy, thank you.
I'm not spending $200 on Final Fantasy, sorry. So I will...
Why not?
And then it made me really sad, because there is an Uncharted collection bundle that's like the Uncharted collection and Uncharted 4. And I was really, really sad, because I've already bought both the games. In anticipation of one day just buying a vanilla PS4.
You bought Uncharted without owning a PlayStation. I guess you had a PlayStation 1.
Correct.
PlayStation 1 doesn't run Uncharted. I'll have you know.
I did it because, and we've done this for other games now too. Amazon gives you Prime members the immediate 20% discount, and I was like, this is going to be such a popular game. I'll get around to getting a PS4 in a matter of months. And by the time I actually get the console, the game, I can get it for $48 right now. By the time I get around to getting it, it probably won't be discounted that much. And turns out I could have gotten a bundle and gotten the games that way.
Well, oh dear.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, this is like the end, isn't it? Like right
Just
here.
about.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about how I play games on a delay because it's significantly cheaper.
Yep.
Especially on PC, just to wait a year.
Yep.
And then get it for 60-70% off. Did I tell you that I got Shadows of Mordor?
No, really?
I haven't played it yet. I got it for $6.
Nice.
It was one of the games of the year. It came out an obscenely long time ago. I saw the release date on it and I was like, are you sure we're talking about the same game?
You sure we're not? Yeah, as
2014 or something?
Yeah, well, Shadows of Mordor 2 is already announced.
I don't believe you.
I thought. Is it not?
I don't know. It was a really popular game. People loved it. Yeah, Shadows of Mordor came out in September 2014.
Nice.
I'm like, I'm gonna buy this in 2 years later for $6, which is 90% off, right?
Yes, approximately.
Well, I mean, 6 is 10% of 60. That's where I was going with that one.
Quirr.
So how many more relics do we need before we're ready to go tackle the underground?
One more.
One more. Okay, so let's do that now, and we'll end the episode after.
Or two more. But 2 more.
You lied to me.
We could still end it right now if you want to.
You lied to me.
Or you can
Yeah, we're gonna end the episode here. Before this one. Yeah, dual dance, dual jump. I like how when you double jump, he like puts one hand in there like, hey. And he switches.
He does, yeah.
Huh. Makes me want to watch Zootopia again.
But that's what Zootopia was based off of, Crash Bandicoot, obviously.
Clearly, yes. I mean, you are a cop, and yeah, you know, that's where it breaks down. Because clearly Crash Bandicoot is just a cop.
He switches his DJ hand too. Every few. Oh, come on.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Are you sure? Oh, there it is. I saw it. It got bigger. Just for like 2 frames, it got bigger. Okay. Okay.
Bye. Bye.